Hi everyone, my name is Robynne Wasas. I am a canine trainer and deployment manager at the Southern African Wildlife College. I train and operate the very successful free running hounds, which is basically dogs that have been individually trained how to track human spoor, who we then incorporate into packs of usually about 5 or 6 dogs. We train them how to operate free of human contact, and then we release them on the tracks of what I believe to be Africa's greatest enemy right now, which is poachers. How did I start? How did I get here in my career? Well, that's a very long story, so I'll try to keep it short and sweet. But basically, I feel like I was really privileged to always know what I wanted to do. I remember galloping around on horseback on our farm, imagining that I was chasing down and catching poachers. And I can tell you, after a lot of blood, sweat, and many nights of tears, I finally made it, and it feels absolutely amazing. I started in my high school years just emailing and trying to phone any anti-poaching unit and any conservation manager I could get an address for, begging them for any position just to learn from them. And unfortunately, all those doors were slammed in my face. So I just kept trudging on, never giving up or giving in on this absolutely crazy dream that I would one day make a real difference in the future of our wildlife. And so a couple years down the line, I was now a fully qualified field guide in the beautiful Timbavati Private Nature Reserve, where even though I was surrounded by the big five and learning so much about the bush every day, I was still desperately unhappy because I was no closer to this crazy dream of mine than I had been. So again, I got on my email and I did a lot of research, and I finally found the only anti-poaching training provider in South Africa that would accept women. So I applied and I got accepted, and off I went. I embarked on this 6-week intensive anti-poaching course where I not only didn't get to shave my legs or wash my hair for 6 weeks, but I also had to constantly prove myself in amongst this group of 15 men who originally thought I had no place in being there. And boy, did I prove them wrong. A really good question. Do I feel like gender plays a role in my industry? And wow. The perception is that it does, but I think that I'm living proof that you can overcome it. Have I ever not been taken seriously in my industry because I'm a woman? If I was to tell you all the stories and all the put downs I've had in my career so far, I think we'd be here till next week. But one story that really will stay with me for a long time is standing in a meeting full of men out in the bush and having every right to be there as much as the others, and posing a suggestion and getting asked, don't you have some dirty laundry or something to go do? And that one really stung, but we can always go home and cry when no one's looking. But it just toughened me up, and it added fuel to my fire. I always knew that I had more passion for what I was doing than their passion for me not to be there. So another really good question, which I can't answer because I think I'd get into too much trouble, but have I ever showed up a male detractor? Unfortunately, in my industry, it's kind of like a living day-to-day thing, where I constantly have to take things like it's water off a duck's back and like it doesn't affect me, but still have to come forward and prove myself and show them what I'm made of. And that's literally every single day, but I can tell you it's worth it. One of the biggest things that I think us women have to remember is that we're not men. We mustn't try to act like men. We're women, we're strong, we're powerful in our own right, and we need to be proud of being women. Also, another thing that I learned in my time is that not all men are bad. There are some incredibly amazing men out there who I feel like I've had the privilege to learn from and work with over the years, who have also helped me go from stride to stride by just believing in me. So don't forget that there are some really good people out there. And you will always be told that you can't carry the same weight as a man, or run as fast as a man, or shoot as good as a man. But one thing I can tell you, and my advice would be, is if you have heart and passion in what you do, you can climb any mountain. There is no weight too heavy, and there is no distance you won't go and can't go for that passion. So just remember it. If it's in your heart, follow it. It's so worth it at the end of the day. So to all my moms, sisters and aunts out there, a very happy Women's Month to you all. I think we know that the world needs us to stand up and be strong now more than ever. So please stay safe, please look after yourselves, be strong, be proud, be who you are, and yeah, lots of love to you all out there.